The ancient spires of Enshrouded are essential for travelling around the map quickly, and today I'm going to show you how to complete the Blackmire Ancient Spire in the swamp area of the Revelwood biome. In this area you're going to find a number of enemies trying to kill you, so you need to make sure that you're well prepared. On your journey to the spire you're going to come across scavengers, fel, VUCA, wild boar, giant wasps and wisps. So make sure to bring appropriate weapons to deal with those. For the spire you're going to need your glider and grappling hook and a bow and some arrows or another long distance weapon. It's also a good idea to bring your pickaxe and axe, as getting to the spire can be challenging, and there is a particularly pesky tree that spawns on one of the paths that you'll need to take. You'll also want to bring some lockpicks, some bandages or health potions and a torch, along with your normal food and drink supplies. You'll find the Blackmire Ancient Spire here on the map, in the northwestern corner. You're going to need a level 3 flame to pass through the shroud in this area, and it's recommended that you're between levels 10 and 15. The easiest way to reach this spire is to head to the Revelwood Ancient Spire and then glide northwest down to this roadway on the forest floor. Follow this path until you reach this T-junction and then turn left onto the dirt road. Follow this down into the shroud, and when you reach these crossroads, turn right. The path will now lead you to the passage to the Blackmire. Once you're in the passageway, follow the road ahead until you come to the swamp. Make your way across the swamp using the islands and trampolines and then head into this little tunnel. Stay on the road and follow it as it curves around to the right. Ahead you'll see a VUCA camp. Pass through the camp and then turn left. This next pathway will take you to another section of swamp that you need to cross over, and once you've done this you can continue along the road until you reach this large set of ruins. Negotiate your way through these ruins, avoiding the VUCA, snapjaws and spitting plants, finding a path that takes you to the other side. When you reach this point, take the path to your right and head down the stairs. Follow this path until you reach a crossroads with a respawn beacon on it, and here you need to turn right. Carry on straight ahead through one more VUCA camp within a small cavern and then head left. The ancient spire is now up above you. From here you're going to have to do a lot of jumping or crack out the pickaxe to carve yourself a way up to the base of the spire. Either works, but this one sadly does not have a nice path running all the way up to it. Once you reach the base of the Blackmire Ancient Spire, head inside and activate the central teleporter, and this will take you to the first floor. When you reach the first floor, head forwards and to the right towards the gap in the wall. The first corridor is filled with rolling lava rocks, and you need to head down this corridor, jumping over the rocks and then head to your left. Keep following around to the left and you'll reach a door that you can open. Head inside and around to the left, jump over the electrical pulses and open the next door. Go through the door and head towards the opening in the wall ahead of you. Turn right and you'll find a chest tucked away behind the storage barrels. Once you've claimed your loot, continue to the right and up the stairs. On the next floor you'll find a door that needs a button to unlock it, so head left through the gap in the wall, and on the wall to your left you'll find a button that you need to shoot. Head back inside and through the door that is now open to claim your loot from the loot chest. Once you've got your loot, head back outside to where you found the button. Straight ahead you'll see a branch, and you want to head up this and jump onto the next platform. Make your way around the outside of the spire, jumping between branches and platforms until you come around the corner and are headed back inside the spire. Jump up onto the next branch and then walk along it. When you reach the spire again, there will be a locked door to your left, so you need to head up the stairs. The next room has rolling lava rocks in it. You want to head to the far side of the room, through the arch, and then head back left, avoiding being hit by the rocks. On the far side of the room, turn left and open the next door. Once you pass through the door, head around to your right and you'll find a chest hidden behind some storage barrels. When you've claimed your loot, head towards the outside of the spire and the branches. You're now going to want to jump around the outside of the spire again, so follow the path of branches and platforms around to the left. When you reach this platform before the strange looking flower, make sure to stay left and follow the branch. You may need to remove a tree here in order to make your way through. This branch will lead you back into the spire into a room with a hole in the floor. Drop down through that hole and you are now in the room behind the locked door. Head towards the right hand side and open the next door. In the next room you'll find a chest to loot and a button that opens the door back to the room with the stairs. Now you can retrace your steps back up the stairs, through the room with the lava rocks and back around the branches and platforms on the outside of the spire until you reach the strange looking flower again. The flower is a jump pad and it's going to fire you up into the air, and you need to make sure to land on the next flower further up the branch in order to reach the grappling hook at the top. After the second flower, grapple to the next platform and then jump across 2 more platforms and then drop down onto the branch below. This one will take you back into the spire. Once you've reached the bottom of this branch, you should be between a set of stairs and a branch that heads up. Head straight ahead between these 2 and through a doorway at the back. Turn right and then follow the path round to the left. Open the next door and then go to the end of the corridor and press the button. Retrace your steps back to the room with a set of stairs in it and head up the large branch. At the top of the branch, open the door and walk through. You now want to go around to the right and then run, jump and grapple swing across the gap to the platform on the far side. Over here you'll find a button. Once you've pressed that button, swing and jump back across the gap and go through the door you've just opened. This is the room at the top of the stairs, and in here you'll find a chest to loot. Once you've looted your chest, go back the way you just came from and head up the branch that leads you outside the spire. Follow this around to the left and keep jumping over the gaps and heading up until you come to the top of the spire. Follow the branch back inside and commune with the flame at the centre to complete the spire and activate the fast travel point. You've now completed the Blackmire Ancient Spire. I hope you found this guide useful. Let me know in the comments if you have any other Enshrouded questions or hints and tips that you want to share with others. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of my new Enshrouded content. I stream Enshrouded every Friday evening here on YouTube, so it would be great if you'd pop by and say hello there too. But for now, I will see you again soon, Flameborn. Take care.